Hey guys, so this is going to be my 3-week postpartum update, and this is going to go by super quick. No doctor's appointment, that's not scheduled till late July, and I've said that in like every other single update, so let's get right into it. For 3 weeks postpartum, like virtually no pain. I was sore yesterday, that was because I drove Sam's car the day before that, and the power steering is out in that car. So it like basically took all my strength just to get the car to steer. So other than that, I feel pretty great still. Like honestly, this recovery has been a lot quicker and a lot easier than the recovery from my first C-section. And I think that was maybe partly the fact that I went into my second pregnancy a lot healthier and weighing a lot less, and I just had a lot of other things on my side versus my first pregnancy and my first C-section. So bleeding wise is pretty much gone. Like I said, I've just gotten down to just like spotting, and it's not like every single day. It's really inconsistent. So like one day there'll be nothing, and then the next day I might spot a little bit. So it's not that bad. It's almost gone, which I'm really looking forward to, because I get so tired of having to wear like liners and pads all the time. It just gets really old to me, and it starts making me feel like really disgusting, honestly, after a while. Weight-wise, I don't know what I'm weighing. I haven't been anywhere. We don't even have a scale at our house, so I really couldn't tell you how much I weigh. I feel like though my belly has went down, I still have like, and this is going to be like this for a while, I know, because even right before I got pregnant this time, it still hadn't completely went away, but it's like where my skin has stretched out in the last 2 years from not just one but 2 pregnancies. It's like this little kangaroo pouch that hangs, and it's really disgusting, I guess. I really hate it, and my skin is like wrinkled and just really kind of nasty looking, where it just looks shot. It's seriously unhappy. But like that little flap like of skin just kind of hangs over my incision, so that's kind of painful at times, and sometimes it's irritating and it rubs it and kind of bothers it, but it's not that bad. My belly button is like so stretched out. And even in my first pregnancy, my belly button never like fully popped out like a lot of women's did. It just like it popped out, but it stayed in at the top and only popped out kind of at the bottom. It looked really weird and felt kind of uncomfortable, so it's like really stretched out and weird looking. Like my skin on my stomach to me just looks disgusting. I just hate how it looks. It looks so nasty. Other than that, I'm still breastfeeding at 3 weeks. I really don't have anything to update with about that. Breastfeeding, it's okay. It's going okay, I guess. I'll probably do another breastfeeding update when I make it to 4 weeks or 1 month, whatever you want to say. When I make it to there, I'll do another breastfeeding update, so I'll talk about breastfeeding more in depth in that. But for right now, there's really not that much to say, except that I am still breastfeeding. Emotion-wise, this week has been really different, and I think it's partly because I'm kind of settling in and getting used to the fact that there's so much chaos right now, in having a toddler and a newborn and just everything else in my life. And honestly, I have felt sad, and I don't think it's like baby blues or postpartum depression. I think it's just the fact that I miss my husband. Sam, I haven't talked to him now in a couple weeks. I've gotten 2 letters from him, and I got those 2 letters on the same day, and that was last week, and he can't write very often either, so I'm having time to realize the fact that he is gone, and he's going to be gone for half a year, and it just is, I guess it's really starting to bother me. As I'm getting a little bit more sleep at night, and like I said, I'm settling into the chaos, so I have time to think again, and when I think about Sam, and I miss him. I miss him at night. I miss him being in our bed. I miss him coming home from work, and I even miss him leaving his shoes laying around so I can trip over them. And he told me that I'd miss stuff like that. And I was like, no, I won't. I won't have to pick up after you, but I really do miss him. So I don't think it's like postpartum depression. I think it's just the fact that, my husband is gone for a while and I miss him, and it just doesn't feel right without him. We've been together now since high school, and and the last year, once me and Sam moved in together, and there has not been a single day where I have not saw him, where we've not been together, even if it was just for a few minutes in between our crazy schedules of me going to college and him being in high school and both of us working and having a baby and being pregnant again. And there just wasn't a day where I didn't see him at least for a little while, or where when I went to sleep he wasn't there. So that's just really hard. Like I said, I don't think it's postpartum. I think the fact that I do have all these hormones right now, I think that kind of maybe plays a little bit into it. I think it affects it and makes it maybe a little bit worse for me emotion-wise and have to deal with. But I don't think that it's anything I need to worry about. So, now that I'm 3 weeks postpartum, it'll be about another 3 weeks before I go to the doctor, which means that the subject of birth control is going to be coming up. And before Sam left, me and him, and towards the end of the pregnancy, we'd already been discussing what we were going to do. Obviously, I did not get my tubes tied because I'm not 21, and I don't think I would ever do something like that. I don't think that that's a birth control method for me. I feel like it's too permanent, and it scares me. My mother-in-law had her tubes tied, and she regrets it, because she wound up not staying. Sam's parents are divorced as well, and she wound up remarrying, and she's been with her husband now for many years, and they're very happy together, but they can't have children. And she, me and her have talked about it, and she has told me, that that's something that me and Sam ever thought about, to really be sure about it, because, once it's done, it's done. So I don't think that that's ever a route I'd go. Obviously, I really don't want to get the pill again, for the simple fact that I got pregnant on the pill. So I don't know. That, and, it was hard enough with just Abrielle and being in school and working, trying to remember to take it at the same time. And I don't think that I can handle that now. I do not want to get the shot. I am definitely afraid of that, because I have a friend who had a really bad experience with that, and it messed her up. It ruined her. I would never get the shot, just because her experience has scared me half to death and made me swear off that shot. So, that really leaves, that really doesn't leave a whole lot of options except for condoms, natural family planning, implants, and IUDs. And I'm sorry, lost my train of thought. And I really don't know what I think about any of those. At first, I've been saying that I want to get that implant. I want to get Nexplanon, I think is what it's called, in my arm or whatever. And I'm not really sure that I want to do that either. And me and Sam had talked about, more kids, if so when, and we're really undecided about everything. And since I'm breastfeeding, I really don't want to go on a hormonal birth control method right now. I don't want to take medications, period, right now. I want to try to keep my milk as pure, I guess, as I can. The only thing that I take on a daily basis is a prenatal multivitamin mineral supplement. And that's really the, only thing like that I take. I don't want to ingest anything that can pass through to her. And I know the risks are low and blah, 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 but I don't want it. And seeing as my husband is gone for half a year, there's not going to be an opportunity for me to get pregnant within the next 6 months. So I'm not really worried about it right now. But the thing that is going to come up at the next doctor's appointment, when I had my staples taken out, it came up with my doctor, and he was already bugging me about what I wanted him to prescribe me, and I told him, I wanted to think about it. He's like, okay, just don't come back pregnant, which he was joking. He's really nice. But I don't know what I'm going to do about birth control yet. I don't know if we even want birth control right now. Like, I don't know. And obviously not right now, because like I said, with Sam being gone, I don't have, there's not going to be a pregnancy in the next little bit. So don't be all like, oh my gosh, you guys are going to turn around and get pregnant again? No. Not within the next 6 months or anything like that. So I think that's pretty much it. Talked about breastfeeding, incision, blah, 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 everything. Yeah, that's it. So I will show you guys my belly, and that is going to be it for this 3-week update. And I will see you guys again next week. Bye, guys. And right now, you can tell that my belly is like super squishy and flabby. And I still got my little line, and my belly button is like all stretched out and pulled to the side and disgusting, basically.